Hello everybody, Caden here today with another episode of WildLife Park, and something I actually didn't realize until after I put the time-lapse in into the editing software is I forgot to put shaders on while I was using replay mod, so yeah. But I think overall it's gonna be fine. We can have shaders off for one episode. It will be on during the review, like the exhibit overview. But anyway, to more important matters. Today, we are building the Siberian Tiger exhibit, which is the last of this trio of exhibits we've been working on in our brand new East Asian Tibetan kind of build. And I have to say, I think this is my favorite out of all three. I think it's the most interesting. I tried a lot of different stuff, more because of messing up a bit with World Edit and having this two really big flat walls that I had to detail, which was really difficult to do. I'm sure I could have done a better job, but I'm pretty happy with how everything turned out and how things end up looking here. I think it was a pretty good build overall. But anyway, yeah, so it is following somewhat of the same old, you could say, with these kind of exhibits we've been doing. So lots of bamboo, cherry trees, stuff like that, lots of snow as well. And of course, our traditional river between the exhibit and the what is it called? And the between the animals and the guests. Man, I can't speak today. But yeah, I think it's a pretty cool looking exhibit. It was a lot of fun to build. The terrain was really fun to do as well. And I think what really made this one stand out for me is I brought over the custom cherry trees cherry blossom trees I did for the Red Panda exhibit last episode. And I think that really makes this exhibit look really nice. And I think I'm going to go back and do that for some of the other exhibits we've already built, like the other tiger and stuff. Probably on my own time. I don't know if we'll do an episode on for me doing that. Probably not. Unless you guys want to see another decorating episode. We could easily do another one of those where we'll go back and throw in some new decorations around the zoo. So yeah, let me know if you guys would like to see another video like that. Although the current plan is next episode will probably either be, depending on, I guess, either which one I feel like I want to do more or what you guys vote for more, I guess, in the comments down below. We'll either do the elephants or we will do the pandas next episode. I think both will be really cool to do. I'm very excited to try and make an exhibit for either one. Probably more the panda than the elephant, because I think I've got a better idea with how I kind of want that one to look, just because we kind of set it up pretty well with the garden exhibit we made last episode. But yeah, overall, I'm pretty happy with how this current tiger exhibit looks. I do kind of think now it was a bit weird to put two tigers right next to each other. In fact, maybe I would switch it around now. Maybe put the black bears in the middle and tigers on either side. But I think overall it still looks pretty good. Pretty happy with how everything turns out with all this. I did decide to do a little rock outcropping there, kind of like a raised shelf kind of thing. And I did that mostly because it negated some of the flat wall terrain we had that looked pretty hideous. So yeah, I think that worked overall. I did decide to make another rock wall on this side, on the far side of the exhibit, instead of doing a fence, because I figure I'm going to tie a rock wall into the elephant exhibit and just kind of do that. So the elephant exhibit probably won't have many fences, if any. I mean, I guess technically the viewing fence, but I don't know. I don't always count those as fences for some reason. I don't know. It's weird. I'm weird like that. But yeah, anyway. Same kind of detailing we usually do, with a mixture of podzol and coarse dirt to kind of give the earth a bit more of a rough texture. And I don't know, I still love how that looks. I think it's pretty good overall. I like it quite a bit. But yeah, this exhibit, I really like. I do think I did some really good stuff with the rock work here, and I don't know why I'm talking about that, because I feel like, it's like I put rock work in so many exhibits. It's like, oh, like, why don't, like, why does this stand out or anything? But I think that corner bit really looks good. I think I did a good job with the far side of the exhibit. I think doing the little bit of rock outcropping on both sides of the exhibit, like kind of raised up from the grass and raising the grass up to a different level, really helped kind of, I don't know, make it look a bit more interesting. And a bit more mountainous, like we've been trying to go for. And here are the first of the cherry blossom trees I did, which are basically just the usual custom kind of tree I do, but I'm mixing both the white and the pink cherry blossom leaves, which I think just looks way better than just having one or the other, because it kind of gives a bit more texture variation, which I don't know, I love the look of. I think it looks really cool. But yeah, I think I put 2 of these in, one on that side, one on the other side, to kind of spread them out, and then I just kind of fill in the rest of the tree space with some bamboo, and I don't know, I think this overall looks really, really good. I'm really happy with how this looks. Maybe I should do like a custom tree tutorial video at some point. I'll have to think about that. Anyway, I'm gonna let the rest of the build finish off, and I'll catch back up with you guys when I show off the final product. And here is the exhibit all finished up with the tigers added in, and I have to say, oh, I actually wanna, let me look over here. I don't think oh yeah, I definitely didn't look over on this side of the tree. But yeah, this is the final version of our Siberian Tiger exhibit, and I have to say, I like it a lot. I think out of all 3 of these smaller exhibits, or all 3 of our carnivore exhibits, I guess, this one's probably my favorite, and it's kind of funny, I think. What was it? So I really liked this one, and then I threw like cherry trees in this one. I was like, oh, this looks way better. And then I threw custom cherry trees in, and I'm like, you know, this is the best. Well, also, I think it's just the most interesting in terms of terrain. Like, we have this whole climbing area back here, or this whole like ledge up here the tigers can go up onto that I quite like the look of. I think it's, I don't know, I think it's just more interesting overall. I think it's pretty cool. But yeah, I think this fits in really well with the I think I can keep improving this tree. Yeah, let's just like throw in some more leaves like that to kind of build up a bit more volume. There we go. I'm just gonna keep building the trees, aren't I? But yeah, I think overall this fits really well with what we've done, especially with what we did last episode over here with our little garden area. Which I have to say is my new favorite build of all time. I don't think I've ever built anything quite as cool as this. It's definitely my favorite. Speaking of which, that episode did really, really well. So thank you guys for how well that episode did. I'm glad you all enjoyed it. That build was a lot of fun to make. But anyway, back to this one. Yeah, this was a pretty simple little build overall. It wasn't like super big or complex, but I quite like how it turned out. It was interesting to build. It had a few challenges, like mainly the rock wall was a bit weird to build, but I think adding in the trees and then adding in like that little alcove back there really helped kind of set it up. Also the fact I kept, oh yo, they've got cool animations. That's awesome. How they like stretch, that's cool. It is kind of funny to me, I think, that I put 2 tiger exhibits right next to each other. But also, I think you can really tell just how much bigger the ZAWA one is than the Mo creatures one. So I think it's good to have them separate, and we'll call them like 2 different species of tiger, even though this is technically a Bengal. They're both technically Bengal tigers, but you know what? We can have this one be the Siberian one, because why not? But yeah, I really like this. I do like, I may have put a few too many bamboo trees here, but I do kind of like that because it gives this very dense section of the exhibit that, I don't know, I love the look of. I love how that looks. It's very cool. But yeah, overall, I think this was a really good exhibit, really good way to cap off this little, I don't know, thing we were trying to do here with the 3 different carnivores. Next episode. I think, well, I guess I'll leave it up to you guys. Put down in the comments below, what would you prefer to see? We could either do A, elephants, probably over here, or we could do the pandas. Let me know which one you guys would prefer to see more, because I think I've got a pretty good idea of what I'm going to do for both now. And both of those should be really cool exhibits to do. I'm very much looking forward to trying to get them done. But yeah, anyway, thank you all for watching. Hope you've all enjoyed. Let me know what you think of this exhibit in the comments down below, and until next time, guys, see ya.